Cardi B is a name we've come to know in the expanding world of celebrities and social media personalities. Before she was Cardi B, she was just a girl from the Bronx. Belcalis Marlenis Almazar was born October 11th of 1992 in the Bronx to a Dominican father and Trinidadian mother. Although she was raised in Highbridge, the neighborhood of South Bronx, she would spend a lot of time at her grandmother's apartment in Washington Heights. She also has a younger sister, Hennessy Carolina. Because of her, Belcalis would often be called Bacardi, which she shortened eventually to Cardi. Thus, the Cardi B moniker was born. And the B? Well, it stands for whatever, depending on the day. Beautiful or bully. In an interview with Ruia Kamir from Fader.com, Cardi spoke about her parents' split during her preteen years, her strained relationship with her stepfather, and her early realization that life is just an extended exercise in disappointment. Cardi went to the Renaissance High School for Musical Theater and Technology, a specialty school on the Herbert H. Lehman campus. She was a good student in school and enjoyed performing in talent shows, and she was often cast in school musicals. Unfortunately, she was kicked out because of her grades, which she says was because she chose friends over school. When she was 16 years old, she was part of the Bloods, also known as the United Blood Nation, or East Coast Bloods, with their main source of income coming from the trafficking and selling of drugs. After high school at 18 years old, Cardi was kicked out of the house by her mother. She went to the Borough of Manhattan Community College and took courses in history and French. At the same time, she worked as a cashier at the Amish Market Deli in Tribeca. She struggled to balance school and a full-time job where she would only make $200 a week. She ended up getting fired for constantly giving her coworkers large discounts and often being late. It was one of the store's managers that suggested she go a different path. That's when Cardi went to New York Dolls, the strip club across from where she worked previously. She made $300 in her first 8-hour shift. Cardi used to live with her domestically abusive boyfriend, along with his mother and 2 pit bulls. In an interview with Vlad TV in 2016, she said that she got out of that relationship by turning to stripping and getting her own money to be able to leave the toxic relationship. Because of stripping, Cardi also returned back to school and studied political sciences and history, but eventually dropped out because she became distracted by boys. Cardi worked 6 days a week, Tuesday to Sunday from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. for 2 months straight, at only 19 years old. After working at New York Dolls, located between Tribeca and the financial district in Lower Manhattan, Cardi went to work at a more profitable strip club such as Lace 2, and another club, which Cardi described as urban, where she realized that speaking Spanish was the way that she could break the boundaries tied to colorism. She does mention that a downside of working as a stripper was that she became insecure with her body, thinking she wasn't making as much money as she could if she had a larger chest and a larger butt. She ended up getting her chest augmented in the Dominican Republic and her butt done on a ladies' table in a basement at 22 years old. But she doesn't actually know what was used, saying, "I could die, who knows?" Although Cardi loved stripping because of all the freedom and independence it gave her for how well it paid, she didn't want to do it forever. She said she would retire from stripping at 25, when she thought she ought to have a kid. She ended up working her last shift as a stripper at 23 years old. Throughout her stripping career, Cardi started garnering more fame, especially through social media. Her Instagram page ranked in thousands of followers. She's gone viral more than once through videos she's posted online, either through Instagram or Vine when it was still an active platform. One of her most viral videos is of her standing in a hallway wearing a bra for a top and a short skirt, and her saying, "It's cold outside, but I'm still looking like a thotty, because a hoe never gets cold." Another viral quote, "People be asking me, what do you does? Are you a model? Are you a comedian or something? Nah, I ain't none of that. I'm a hoe. I'm a stripper hoe. I'm about this shmoney." Cardi was always super honest and upfront about her life as a stripper before her fame, and always spoke candidly about generally taboo topics such as sex, money, and power. "People want me to be so full of shame that I used to dance, but I would never be ashamed of it. I made a lot of money, I had a good time, and it showed me a lot. It made me open my eyes about how people are, how men are, about hunger, and about passion and ambition." At one point, Bobby Shmurda, a rapper from Brooklyn, reposted one of Cardi's videos, and that's when things really took off. All this amassed her large fan base, and it hasn't gotten any smaller. In 2015, she ended up on Love and Hip Hop New York Season 6. The show followed the lives of certain established people involved in hip-hop music industry, such as rappers, producers, DJs, etc., and was splintered off into different subheads, under Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Hollywood, all of which were aired on VH1, a TV network based in New York City. Cardi found success on the show, where she was originally cast to be a supporting actress. After only a few episodes, it was clear to the producers that she was the real moneymaker, due to her honesty and bluntness, which is great for the reaction room. The more quotables you can deliver straight into the camera, the more likely viewers are to latch onto you, and Cardi B has quotables falling out of her pocket. Although appearing on seasons 6 and 7 of Love and Hip Hop New York was Cardi B's biggest television break, it wasn't her only one. She's also appeared on an episode of Uncommon Sense with Charlamagne's, the Khloe Kardashian Spills the Tea episode of Cocktails with Khloe, and she's also appeared in an episode of Being Mary Jane, and on 2 episodes of Hip Hop Squares. Alongside her TV appearances, Cardi was working towards her music career. In 2015, Cardi showed her music skills while she remixed Shaggy's Boom Boom and sings alongside Popcan, and came out with one of her first singles, Cheap Ass Weave. After that, on March 7th of 2016, she released her first mixtape, titled Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1, under the record label KSR. Craig Jenkins, a writer for the subdivision of Vice named Noisy, said that the mixtape, which boasts 13 songs, is easily the most enjoyable body of music to come out of Love and Hip Hop. On September 12, 2016, the KSR label released Underestimated the Album, which is a compilation of work from Cardi B, Hood Celebrity, Swift on Demand, Cashflow Harlem, and John X. On January 20th of 2017, Gangsta Music Volume 2 was released, this time with only 10 songs. When Bodak Yellow came out on June 16th of 2017, Cardi wondered if this was going to be her hit. "It was, and it changed my life forever," said Cardi in an interview with ASMR for W Magazine. "But I was also scared because the song was so big. I didn't know if the next record was going to follow up. I didn't want to be a one-hit wonder." The record hit unbelievable records, reaching double platinum in Australia, quadruple platinum in Canada, gold in France, Italy, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom, and 6 times platinum in the United States. It also made rap history on October 1st of 2017, becoming the first song by a solo female rapper to hit the top spot on Billboard's Hot 100 since 1998 with Lauryn Hill's song, Do Wop That Thing. After that, she was featured on a few hits such as No Limit with G-Eazy, Motorsport with Migos and Nicki Minaj, and Finesse with Bruno Mars. Next, she came out with her Bartier Cardi, featuring 21 Savage, which wasn't as successful as her first hit but still went platinum twice, each in Canada and the United States. These 2 songs were singles on her Invasion of Privacy album, which was released on April 5th of 2018. Since its release in April, the album has gone double platinum in the United States, platinum in Britain and Canada, and platinum in New Zealand. Other hit songs the rapper has been featured on include La Modella from Ozuna, Girls by Rita Ora, and also featuring Bebe Rexha and Charlie XCX, Dinero by Jennifer Lopez, Girls Like You by Maroon 5, and Taki Taki by DJ Snake, also featuring Ozuna and Selena Gomez. In February of 2017, Cardi B and Offset, 1/3 of Migos, started dating. Only 8 months later, in October of the same year, Offset publicly proposed to Cardi at a concert in Philadelphia. It was later revealed that through Cardi herself on Twitter, the two were actually married 1 month before that. Just him, her, and a cousin, not wearing a dress, any makeup, or a ring. The couple then tried to disregard rumors that Cardi was pregnant, but then revealed the truth as she walked on stage on Saturday Night Live with a bump on display. After the pregnancy was confirmed, Cardi canceled the rest of her spring and summer tour dates. Culture Kiari Cephas was born on July 10th of 2018. Cardi ended up pulling out of her feature in Bruno Mars' fall tour because she said that she had underestimated the whole mommy thing. If Cardi B can teach us anything, it's not to give up on your dreams and to work hard for what you want. She was just a Bronx girl who became a stripper and used her social media following to gain momentum to achieve fame. Now Cardi B is one of the most known female rappers and keeps working to make a bigger and bigger name for herself. And we don't think she'll be slowing down anytime soon.